It's simple time! And this is Chef Tatong, and today magluluto tayo ng isang soup at ito ay galing sa Visayas. Kaya let's start cooking!
Simple, simple. Luto na, ha, ha.
This recipe is part of the Simple Cookbook series where we try to make cooking as simple as ABC. Kaya today we're making Molo soup from Iloilo. And what we are doing here, sinimulan ko na siya para makasave tayo ng time, is gumawa na ako ng chicken broth. No? So, yung difference ng broth and the stock is the broth is seasoned. Ibig sabihin, tinimplahan na natin yung sabaw niya. Pag wala siyang seasoning at all and it's boiled, it's called stock. So, eto siya. Ang nilagay ko lang dito, tubig, half a chicken, carrots. Ito yung balat ng carrots para hindi masayang. Just wash it thoroughly. And what you do is, you can add it to your stocks and broth. And ito siya, onion, red onion. You can also use leeks and celery. Nga, itatabi ko na siya ngayon yung aking chicken. So, we can shred. Ito, medyo marami to. Good for yung mga 8 to 10 people. Or lesser if you're eating it as itself. Look at that. My soup is very rich. Sobrang malasa na ng aking soup. Cook out ko lang itong mga vegetables. Yan. And stock natin, okay na to. Dito na rin tayo magluluto ng ating molo or ating mga dumplings. I'll cool my chicken because I'm going to shred it. And yung gagawin ko dito, meron akong shrimp. To infuse shrimp flavor into my soup, I'll just add my shrimp there. Then tatabi natin, and yun na yung gagamitin natin pang garnish. And immediately, pagluto na yung ating shrimp, yan, tatabi ko lang siya ulit. Okay? So that will be used for our garnish later. Ang ating soup, I will bring it back to a simmer. I'll let it simmer again. And what am I going to do now? I will do our dumplings. Very simple yung ating gagawin. Meron tayong around 200 grams of pork. So that's around 3/4 cup, no? Kulang-kulang siya sa isang cup. Konti lang kailangan natin. And I will combine my pork, ground pork from Fresh Options with chopped shrimp. So, may shrimp ako for garnish, pero may shrimp din ako dito sa aking dumplings. What I will do now, I will just add my shrimp into my minced pork, combine, and simple lang talaga yung aking seasoning. Hindi ko napahirapan yung self ko. Gagamit lang ako ng 2 tablespoons of datu puti oyster sauce. That alone will give it the linamnam and the saltiness that we want, no? And na-enhance pa yung meaty flavor and the seafood flavor. We will just add 1 egg, white pepper. I'm using white pepper here. And of course, cornstarch, around a tablespoon of cornstarch. Yan. And I add grated carrots. Yan. And also, I will add spring onions here. Just chop spring onions. I leave some for garnish. Yan. So, isang prep na tayo. Mix everything until it becomes sticky. Gagawin natin, meron tayong ito, molo wrapper. And what we do, we just get a tiny spoon. Sobrang liit lang. Like that. And we just wet the edges para mag-seal. So it's very important when you're doing this is that sealed off talaga siya. Or else, when you drop it into your broth, mangyayari is that magbibitak-bitak siya, which we don't want to happen. And it's very important na you use fresh molo wrappers kasi if it's old, nangyayari is madali siyang mag-break. So, this recipe, you can serve around 10 to 12 people. And you can even use this recipe to make spring rolls, so lumpia Shanghai as well. So, it's a very basic recipe. And we continue. So, I have here my chicken which has rested. And what I do now is, we're going to shred. We're going to shred our chicken. So, ito, medyo marami to because this is like half an entire chicken. Remove the skin. And I shred the flesh. We have a good amount of meat, probably it's close to 2 cups of chicken meat. So for now, our soup is really nice. It's very rich. We're getting everything ready so that when it's time for us to serve, you know, we just assemble the soup. And now I'm getting the shrimp ready for our garnish. And what I do with my shrimp, I just cut it into small pieces. And what do we do now? My soup is simmering. Drop the dumplings into the boiling broth. Yan. So, sobrang classic nito. Pero, there are very few families I know who still cook this dish. And did you ever wonder why it's called pancit molo? It's called pancit molo because the noodles is the flat noodle, the wonton wrapper. And what do we do now? We just add our chicken. Wow, super sarap nito. Yan. So just season with patis. We're using datu puti patis just to give it that linamnam. Not just plain salt, but the patis will give it a more rounded flavor, the umami we need for a very delicious soup. Nakikita nating lumulutang na yung dumplings natin. It's all floating on top. Ibig sabihin that it's ready to serve. And just get some soup. Look at that. Wow. 6 pieces per person of dumplings. 6 or more. Pwede namang bumalik. Very rich soup. Yan. And yung gagawin natin dito, ito yung sekreto ko. Ito yung ginagawa ko whenever I serve this at home, is that I just add it as garnish. And, of course, I add my white pepper. I use white pepper whenever I'm making molo. I add spring onions and fried garlic. This in itself is so perfect. It's so classic. Lalo na pag tag-ulan o taglamig, which malapit na. Here it is. Our very delicious soup, served hot and very filling. Tingnan nyo, sa sistema natin, akala nyo mahirap gawin. Kaya-kaya nyo palang gawin itong pancit molo sa bahay nyo. Kaya tandaan nyo, kahit sino kaya magluto, basta simple! Mga ka-simple, remember, loving is sharing. Kaya share this video and like nyo na rin. Kain muna ako. Bye!